Welcome to Comic Emporium, Panama City, Florida's most seasoned comic haven. But hold your horses, it's not just a comic shop, it's a treasure trove of pop culture collectibles, with a side of Lorcana, Magic the Gathering, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Card games. Whether you're a tabletop game enthusiast or a cosplay fanatic, we've got a range of weapons and miniatures that'll make your inner geek squeal with delight. And for the painters, we've got a whole rainbow of colours for your miniatures, models and terrain. Don't forget to roll the dice on our selection of math rocks and dice bags. And for the RPG lovers, we've got a library of Dungeons & Dragons, Pathfinder and more. Come on down to Comic Emporium, where you can play your favourite card, tabletop, war and RPG games until your heart's content.
And mics are on.
Mics are on.
Boop boop. Good
Cool.
evening. Sir.
Nothing, I say cool.
Good evening. Welcome to another episode of Wild Beyond the Witchlight. With Candles and Coasters.
Not me.
What is happening?
Interesting.
Who knows what's happening over there? Something.
They're both speaker bulbs now because the other
they're trying to
two
connect
burned
to
out. So yeah, it's just gonna keep
Okay.
trying.
We're trying to connect.
Fun stuff. We're going to pick up right where we left off last week. But thank you again to Comic Emporium. They so kindly host us every single week and allow us to game in their beautiful back room, and also don't kick us out just because it's a little past hours, and they, are kind to us. That's really good. But they are the oldest comic book shop in PC, and honestly, clearly the best one. But
Clearly.
either way,
Come buy your stuff here.
Yeah, come buy your stuff.
if they don't have it, they can always get it. Generally, they have it though. Just saying.
Come buy your stuff.
If they don't have it, they can always get it. What is
Whoa.
happening?
Hey, interesting. Someone's
Hopeless.
phone or laptop is connected.
While we try to figure this out.
My Bluetooth is off.
To the speaker?
Yes.
Is the laptop, is the computer itself connected?
It's not me. It's not me.
Well, guys, we have a plethora of technology. Give us a few moments to double check.
We would not be Candles and Coasters if it was not for technical issues
Sure.
every single time. Mysterious technical issues.
Mm-hmm.
So is everyone's Bluetooth stuff up?
Yes, it is not me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just
Seems
check
like
both.
it's gone now.
Does sound like it.
Yep, we're good. All right.
Excellent.
Alright.
Everyone
It'd be really
has like.
embarrassing if somebody's video game was to suddenly start playing. Not that I'm playing video games over here.
Uh-huh.
Look, I'm closing it right now.
She does not.
I know. She's... Hi.
Just
I do my best not to read during your games, sir.
Just throw the.
Just journal about, a general experience, or maybe work on a crochet project, which literally only takes like half of my brain, if that.
I'm fine. Look, it's gone.
Ew.
It's character sheet on. Wait, we're ready to roll my dice.
Now that we're ready.
We leveled up.
Sure.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We did level
I'm
up,
tempted
so.
to use these though.
Oh, what do you have?
So they're the actual like replicas of the original dice set that came in the original D&D box set. You'll notice that the numbers aren't actually colored in, but they do include the crayon that came with it, so you can color in your own dice.
What?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Okay.
Nice.
That
is
really cool.
I'm really
I
excited
don't
about
need
that.
more dice. I have
It's not about
need.
need. It's
There's
not about
no
need
such
at
I
all.
need more dice.
That's
Obviously,
too much
now I didn't
dice.
realize this
Right.
was here, so clearly
I have
I need
too
more
many
dice now.
dice.
That's not
Never have too
clear.
many dice. You can never have
Well, I
too
guess I
many
won't.
minis.
I use this really cool
You have to
birthday
live with
present
my
that
dice
I got.
collection.
Are you
from
sure
one of
you
the
wanna say that?
players.
You have to live with my
The
mini
dice are
collection.
part of the
Fair.
handle
True.
and
All
it
fair
spins.
love and
It's really
dice
nice.
mini
I like it.
Oh, look at you.
I know, I'm
Not
special.
fancy stuff.
Alright.
I got all kinds of fancy stuff over here.
Yeah. That's fine. Y'all will have to look at all the weird stuff I'm printing because, you know, gotta 3D print
We got
for
weird stuff?
birthday. So, yeah, printing all the things. Another point. Anywho, would people like to roll their hit die?
Yes.
No.
Where are we going? We going that
No.
way? That way? We going this way?
I can just
No,
randomly
I'm
assign.
certain it's not going to come up well.
I
I'll
can,
go
I can
first.
randomly assign you a number.
I'll go first. I'll do it.
You wanna buy one of my rainbow dice?
No,
I get.
those
I
things
get.
My
are-
beautiful
I got
crafted
I mean,
rainbow
if I
dice.
could roll the
Rollers.
D20, that'd be fine.
Ooh, I got 4
Which
plus
she's
1. I
fine.
get
The one in
No.
your hand.
I get 5.
Yeah.
Good.
That's not bad.
That's
For
not
my
bad
hit
at
die.
all.
32.
Oh,
Did you roll
I
what, an
did.
eight?
I handed, yeah, here, you wanna roll the 20?
No, I want to roll the 20.
Higher
for my
side of the
hit die.
die, right?
What, it's
Yeah.
an 8?
So now I'm
Yeah,
at 30.
it's
Yeah.
That's
no, I'm gonna use this.
exciting.
I'm going to use this. I got to make sure I'm
I
using
can
the
I
get
got
right
the
one.
bad one out
Yeah,
because I
you
dropped
did.
it.
Wow, that's terrible.
Yeah.
And I slammed it down on my gonna
So our bar is a little hardier now. These are
Yep.
exciting things for us.
Oh, I'm sorry. I missed it. What'd you get?
I got 5. So
Oh,
total
okay.
37.
And you
now.
said you got a neat new ability and everything,
I'm
right?
did.
using
yes.
a
I don't
different
know
dice
if
than
it's
what I
handy
was
or
playing
not.
with. Just dropped
It's a
it
bardic
on an
performance
8, and
upgrade,
then
right?
It's not gonna let me.
I got
Majesty.
Mantle of
Majesty.
Majesty, so I can cast command without using the spell slot.
Nice.
That
I
is
also have
perfection.
counter charm as well too, so I can
Oh,
get advantage on them if
neat.
fear fright. Yeah, lots. And I also took dispel magic because we're doing some magical hags.
We are.
Go.
Parthenos, would you like to roll yours, sir?
Oh.
Really? Was there a 1 year anniversary to that?
Well, hey, that's still pretty good, isn't it? Oh, here.
That's so
Well,
exciting.
Who's a scrap before
That's
I
so
did
exciting
it?
for actual streamings.
That too,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, well, for being affiliate and
Ah,
mhm,
fair enough.
What's the top?
having
Oh,
subs,
that's
we've
cool.
had it for a year now.
Right.
'Cause, yeah, I think it's up to
I'm excited for this. I'm excited about this a lot. All right, Miss Sage, would you?
I didn't realize we were waiting on the.
Oh no, he just rolled his.
Okay. You should stuck with the rainbow dice.
Oh.
What is it, a
Do
one?
you dirty?
That's a 1.
Oh, yeah, that's
all
all
shiny.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's, yep. That's
That's-
a total
that's
of
rough.
3.
Oh.
I gave him a level, but I just don't know how much the help that's gonna be.
It's
Honestly.
really
None.
not. It's not gonna help.
I tried.
Absolutely none. Well, I dropped the other one I was holding and it rolled an 8. I was like, it's not gonna give me a good number again. So I'll grab the other dice. No, 6. I should have stayed with that one.
It does slow down. Eventually.
We're gonna be here for a while.
Oh,
It'll be a minute. It'll be a minute. It's fine.
Mhm.
But this is the way you know it's truly random.
Mm.
By spinning it. Alright.
Probably shouldn't have spent it that fast.
Sage's like,
I mean, but look how well balanced it
it
is.
is.
Right?
It really
Like,
is.
I
Really
mean,
impressive. I love it.
Stop.
I mean, it will
I do see
eventually.
it slowing down.
Yeah,
I can
it's
see
getting
that
there.
it's. You know, I can appreciate that. That's really nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I mean, we'll just continue on, and I'll just
You know,
yell a number out at.
I was gonna say it'll be fine. You'll just yell it out at random.
be.
But as you remember, last week we ended with you all talking with those other characters who were in the pavilion, among which there was a farmer with an animated pumpkin under his arm. He was chatting with y'all. There was a
Pumpkin
headless
was evil.
dwarf.
The pumpkin was evil.
Mhm.
I remember that much.
Yeah, there is a talking
Getting close.
bear. There are badgers playing a string quartet.
Yes.
Still the
I
best
can go
thing here.
visit them.
Bear.
Here we go. Okay, wait, where's the blue? There's a little blue dot somewhere.
Hold please while we sort out how to use our dice.
I mean, Garrett
Oh, there
did
it
lose
is.
this
Okay.
at the time.
Hey, I got a 6.
Yay!
I'll take a 6.
Alright.
Do we really
Highest
do?
one yet.
That's right.
Okay, so this evening, how would you folks like to proceed? You've opened the gift that you received from Sir Tolliver.
Right.
Did we find out what the gift was?
I believe that we talked about it, didn't we?
Yes, we did. Yep, we did. And it is a chime of opening.
It is.
Ooh,
That's
look at
what it
that.
was.
Alex's memory is on point tonight.
Hmm.
And I was busy talking to a orc lady
I wrote it down. We had the
needs
card with
Zablina to send her some help, but I have tried to convince her to instead accept Parthenos' help, because he can muster up troops. And we were just about to get her name, because Jericho is once again in love.
I think we already got her name.
No.
Yes.
Did?
Okay. It's Zaresh.
Zarash. Yep.
Is it?
I have it written down. Yep.
I have it written down as well.
It really is.
Because she knows Draconic.
Thank
She was
you.
able to read the note.
Ah, but I do
Thank
And
not
then
speak
there's something
Draconic.
about Bodger the bear.
And there is a bear named Bodger.
And there's a dragon that sings a terrible song.
Nah, he was in
there is a lot
And the
of
badger
interesting
quartet.
stuff. There's not an actual dragon here,
Yes.
like in this little spot, but you know that there is
I was waiting on an answer from something.
supposedly.
From her.
Hmm?
So we're waiting on an answer from her for something, though.
I thought it was her name.
I want to say that possibly that what you might have been waiting for was for her to say whether she wanted to accept help from Parthenos or not. I want to say that might have been where kind of that conversation trailed
Maybe.
off. I know some people were hoping to teach the Badgers a brand new song. Remember this piece. Other than that, though, y'all were talking.
Song of their people.
Yeah, the song of their people. It was decided that apparently there is no way that you can choose. You can put clotted cream on your scones at any time and it will still be delicious. Other than that, that's about as far as we got. So you did note last week as well that before you got into the pavilion that everything else in the garden, as far as you've traversed so far, nothing's tried to hurt you or anything, but everything seems frozen.
Right.
Just
in time. Frozen in time.
Yeah.
Not
A
like
lot of
frozen
it
like
seems
covered in
frozen,
ice.
Yeah.
yeah, correct. It just seems frozen in time. Just everything.
And these people have been sitting here for who knows how long.
I don't think
Waiting
anyone
on her.
asked.
Yeah.
But even as in summation, if you ask them, they will tell you they have no idea. They just know that tea and cakes keep showing up, and they know that it's the Feywild, and you're all aware that time moves differently here anyway. So Jericho just needs to get hit on the head by another coconut, and he'll be fine. Either way,
Another coconut.
I'm just saying.
I
Anyhow,
got potato.
maybe that'll work. Jericho is a wee bunny.
Do not throw a potato at me.
He's a wee bunny, maybe.
Aww. That'll be so funny.
I know.
For who?
Us.
Us.
Well, I suppose.
Anywho, so yes, you will know all of that. They would have told you like tea and cake just keep showing up, and we just know if we want an audience with Zablina, which we do, we really need to see her for our various reasons. We have to wait until she decides to see us, because we know it's probably not the best idea for us to just try to go into the castle.
Why is that?
The castle belongs to Zablina, and even if it wasn't for that, last they heard, someone tells you that they actually were told that most likely they wouldn't even talk to Zablina. They would speak to one of the hags of the Hourglass Coven, as they were her current spokespeople, as it were.
Interesting. Okay, so you are all loyal subjects to Zablina, correct?
Yes.
Every last
Absolutely.
one of you, without
Absolutely.
question.
Without question, absolutely.
Right. And as a loyal subject, what if you found out that your liege, Zablina, was in danger? Would you try to help her?
She can't be in danger.
Yes, but hypothetically speaking, if your ruler that you are loyal to without question was in danger.
Hypothetically, if she were to ask us, send an emissary to talk to us and say we need help, absolutely. And you get from around the table rousing, absolutely, we would be there. We would be the first one. Bodger speaks up and he's like, but she would send an emissary, and we know who they are. So.
But what if that emissary or those emissaries were the reason she was in danger?
And as you say that, the string quartet stops. Like, someone hits that really wrong note on the violin, just, and everyone's like, and they're like, oh no, you don't understand. That's not possible.
Why is that?
Because the hags of the Hourglass Coven, they're her emissaries, and they're wonderful ladies. They're fantastic. They're kind, and they taught us to play, and they bestowed sentience on us, and they're fantastic, and they're so kind, and these people are well fed, and we have look at our little coats and everything. This is Badger living at its finest, sir. Like.
Okay, I'm no longer addressing the animals in the room. Now I'm addressing.
Whoa.
That's where it's coming from in animal.
Okay. This is Alex speaking, not Jericho.
Okay.
I am saying that Jericho will no longer be addressing the animals. He is going to look directly at the half-orc.
Okay.
The half-orc, who probably did not receive sentience and little coats and stuff from the hags. And I would say to her, I understand that the companions at this table all have a loyalty to these hags because of the gifts that they have bestowed upon them. But you, Miss Zeresh, do you have the same feelings that they do?
I feel that why would I wouldn't assume Zablina would make any unwise decisions, and she's chosen these folks for her emissaries.
Okay.
I don't know of anything different from them, and I'm here searching for help.
No, I understand, but you didn't actually answer my question. Do you have any sort of loyalty towards these hags? Have they given you some sort of gift or sentience or little coats?
It's really stuck up my coats.
It's important to the animal, so it's got to be important too.
No.
Okay, so I understand they have a bias, but you may not. And if you, who desperately needs Zablina's help, is being held back because these emissaries have perpetrated some sort of treachery,
I would ask you to provide proof of such treachery.
I was hoping you would say such a thing. Absolutely. So, it is at this point that I look at my three companions and I say, provide some proof for this lady of the atrocities we have witnessed.
Oh, like that bird?
Like that bird.
What, the giant birds?
Oh, the bird on his horn.
This guy.
It's not exactly correct.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like
it looks like a creative bit of taxidermy, and a necromancer maybe got a little too friendly, but...
That there was one of the hags.
Oh, okay.
And also, is that a unicorn horn in your pocket, or are you just happy to see Jericho?
Thought we weren't going to speak of that on stage act anymore.
That will stay with my dreams forever. But now is not the time, much to my chagrin. But as you can see, King Parthenos has found the severed horn of Zablina's unicorn.
Sabrina doesn't have a unicorn.
She has a unicorn friend.
She has friends in pretty much every direction. I don't know that you can prove this unicorn horn is from a living creature, or not some artifact, or that it belongs to. I don't know who you're trying to prove it belongs to. You act as if this is some known compatriot. I'm not aware.
Okay.
I mean, not to be rude, sir, but beyond all this, I mean, this is all hearsay. I mean, I've got 4 of you telling me that possibly they could be treacherous and dangerous, and we have 4 other companions standing here who sing their praises and say that they're wonderful. So,
All right, I want to try something.
Alright.
you're gonna try something. All right.
Imprisoning people.
Yeah. So like we have a list of like names of people that we have met with, right? Like we have.
Somewhere, all throughout here.
I mean,
Hearsay though.
This is the time the DM gets to sit back and look
Yep.
happy and wonder if anyone took notes the whole time.
Oh, it took notes.
oh yeah,
No.
Jericho
we're
did.
taking.
He never took notes.
It's just they're not
I know what that life feels like.
organized notes. But they're
I'm the
notes.
appointed note taker for most of my groups too.
Okay,
They
so
are coded notes.
Yeah, yes.
um,
Coded by which page you opened that day, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay, so what Jericho would you like to remember?
this is what we're gonna try because
Ye of the keen mind.
I'm gonna do
world.
a charm person on Zaresh.
Okay.
She needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Well, the good news is like we're not fighting. We haven't done anything harmful. So if it doesn't work, like if she makes her save, it's not a big deal.
Okay. Well, let's have a look. What does she need to make her save?
It's a wisdom saving throw,
Mm-hmm.
and the DC is 16.
Okay. Let's see here.
So essentially, what I'm doing is
Yeah, what would you like to do with it?
this is how Jericho is casting it.
Okay.
Since it requires verbal and somatic,
Okay.
his verbal is going to be looking her deep in her eyes and getting very uncomfortably close,
Always.
As usual.
as usual.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I tell her, I need you to trust in me if you want to save your people. And as I do, I'm reaching out and putting a hand on her very muscular bicep.
Okay. And
Touch
you are
is not
trying
required
to,
for this, but
for your somatic
yeah.
part you're doing, and that makes sense. So what are you attempting to charm her just into believing what you're going to tell
so
her?
if she fails it, then
Uh-huh.
she's charmed by me. She thinks I'm her
Okay.
best friend,
Fair enough.
and she's willing to do whatever for an hour. And
Okay.
when the spell ends, she's still gonna feel some sort of way towards me, but it won't be an enemy sort of way.
Okay.
She may or may not be aware that she was charmed,
Okay.
but that's in an hour.
That's fair. So for right now, she says, okay, I trust you.
Okay. Everything I've told you is absolutely true. The Hourglass Coven have betrayed Zablina. They have locked her somewhere. There's something about a magic cauldron that requires this unicorn horn. There are several cauldrons here within the palace. We've got to find the right one. And the hags, they're aware. They're aware of what we are because we have been fighting them through hither, thither, and yon. We have seen the depths of their corruption. We've seen their conniving ways. We've unraveled their plan, but they are all three supposedly here. We know this because we just left Motherhorn, where we fought all three of them, and they told us, we'll see you at the palace.
Okay.
We have freed many, many, many people that have been under their control. But all of that's going to come crumbling down if we cannot get to Zablina.
Okay.
We know she's here.
Okay.
We know how to free her. But we have to find this cauldron, and we have no idea how to get in to this palace beyond where we are right now. Now, of course, we haven't tried any doors or windows yet. We literally just arrived in the garden yesterday, and everything's frozen in time. Was it yesterday? Was this morning?
Yesterday.
I don't know. But anyways, that's where we're at, and we need your help. We need your help. We need you to convince whoever to come with us to help us.
How can I help?
Go with us for one.
Okay.
Leave here. And this will look really good, again, because you're going to be with Zablina's intended King Parthenos. Freeing her. So I feel like if you help in this, she has to grant you a boon of sending her armies alongside King Parthenos' armies to help out your people. And
Okay.
that's what this is really all about, right? Is saving your people.
Okay, yes.
Okay.
So, you want me to stay here and attempt to convince the others, or you want me to come with you?
No, I'd like for you to come with me. If
Okay.
you can convince any of the others to come with us, that would be fantastic. But if they will not come, let's not press it. Time, I believe, is of the essence here.
And that's coming from someone with no sense of time.
I have a perfectly good sense of time. I just don't know where I left it.
Sure.
Okay, so she does agree to go with you.
Mm-hmm. Don't really want back, no.
Roll me a percentile.
Ooh. Okay, I won't use that one. That's a little bit. That would take too long.
I like
Mm-hmm.
percent.
I was gonna, but it takes too long. All right.
You don't have to do it super fast.
Yes, I do. What's the point? Man? I want to roll it fast.
Okay.
It spins. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're gonna go blue is high. That's probably good. 75.
Okay. So with that, I will say, let's see, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there are 6 guests here that potentially you could try to sway to your side. I will say that with Zeresh saying that she will go with you, and with you having given this impassioned plea, and it looks like y'all must know somebody. I mean, someone left you a gift here. They expected you to show up here. It seems like you've swayed some of the others. So the farmer says, well, I will come with you, and I will be happy to try to help. And the headless dwarf just taps his foot twice, which the others at the table tell you means that he will be happy to go with you as well.
Glad to have you aboard.
Yep.
And Zeresh, and at that point, someone pick a number between 1 and 4 for me.
2.
So we're going to say that the bear, Bodger, says that he also will come with you.
Wonderful.
So they say that they would be happy to attempt to help you. They don't know how they can help you, but you tell them and they'll be happy to try.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and bring out my hawk spirit totem.
Okay.
So everybody has advantage on perception checks while in the aura.
Okay.
That's about all I got, y'all. At this point, we just gotta get in there, so.
Run around and start throwing it into cauldrons.
Yeah. So,
Hope a cauldron doesn't
I can do detect magic.
Did yours wear off? No, you
no, I
did
did
find
locate object before, yeah. But I can do detect magic once we're inside, when we get to these, cauldrons. Cause I figure it's gonna be
most of them are gonna be magical.
yes, but the one that's containing the Queen of the Fey Realm probably is gonna be much more magical than the rest.
Okay. So, you have maps on your table so that you have an opportunity to look at kind of what this area looks like. Unfortunately, it's just entirely too big of an area. So we're in the lower half, and it's just entirely too big of an area for me to try to tell you what it looks like without giving you something. Now, as far as the garden, you are still in the very front, like you are not very far past those gates.
Are we over here?
You're actually not,
So we're not even in here.
you're not in that stuff at all.
We're
That's
not
a
in here at
whole
all?
different, no, it's a whole different thing. Those are whole different,
Okay,
the
that
garden's
says copper.
actually, she has the half of the map.
Okay,
And
good.
I do not have the entire garden on there, but what you see marked in your areas as it should be, the P14 area. There's like a hallway, there's a long hallway. So y'all are in front of that, and you can see, what's clearly the door, like the main door to a castle, as there always is, complete with, you know, like a little bridge over it and everything. But you can only see that distantly. You are not super close to it. You are still a good, what is this? Like 150 feet from it. So you can see it because it's huge, but there is a lot of garden between you and that door. And the garden itself branches out to either side. Like it's an entire whole thing, and then it goes back into the palace. So at this time,
to march our butts up to the door.
So do you want to go straight to the door?
Yeah.
We don't want to, we're not going to try to do anything. We're not going to check anything in the garden. We're not going to try to do anything like that. We're just going to straight to the door. Yes?
No, I think time's of
That's
the
totally
essence.
fine. I'm making sure I understand what's happening.
Yeah, I just feel like the longer the hags have,
Okay.
the worse it's going to be on us.
Okay.
Ready to chop off their heads and steal their castles.
Awesome. So as you begin to walk forward.
Whoa.
That is true. I just need
charm for
Yeah, I was going to say, I feel like you just.
our motherboard.
So as you begin to walk forward, you're actually going to walk directly into an area that is, you're going to walk directly into the middle of 12 moss-covered standing stones that form a ring. As you walk up to them, you'll start to, if you're walking straight, you would start to, the garden's not on there. It's quite large, but the garden itself is not on there because honestly,
we're not using these castle maps yet. Then.
You don't quite need those yet. You can see that door, but like from a distance. The garden is this big.
Oh yeah.
The garden's quite large. So, like I said, you have like 150 feet at least of movement before you get to those doors. You can only see the doors because it's a castle and they're freaking huge.
Right.
But as you're going to, if you go directly from where you are, which is just coming in that main entrance gate and begin to walk forward, you are going to walk directly. It's going to start to put you directly into, so if you just walk straight, you're going to walk directly into the middle of these standing stones. There is an arcane sigil inscribed on the inward facing side of each stone, and the space between the stones that you start to walk into, automatically you will notice it as you go to step, there is no vegetation. Like 12 standing stones and there's just no vegetation there.
All right, let's see, what have we got? Anybody can throw an arcana on that?
Sure. Anybody can.
There we go.
I can try.
I'll throw you a guidance on top of that.
That's a D4, right?
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Let's see what Bard College knowledge I can call back.
Hopefully.
That's an
Good
18 plus 4 plus 6.
More than enough.
27.
More than enough. So, for once, for you, you don't really even need to study it. You look around, you're like, yeah, teleportation. I don't know where it goes, but normally used to teleport people to other spaces in the Feywild or here from other spaces.
It would appear that this structure here is a teleportation device that will take us from one place to another, though I cannot concur where it goes.
Cannot concur where it goes. How do you use that word?
They missed it.
Yeah.
They're talking and they missed the bit.
That was a good thing.
I'm torn. I'm sure it was.
Anyway.
But yeah, I relayed
Yep.
all of that to the party.
Yeah,
They have these
you'll.
wonderful candies. They're really good.
You won't even need to like really look. You'll just be like, easily just tell them stuff. As you continue to walk forward, if you walk straight through this line of area, you actually are going to, right before you actually start to hit that actual walkway that goes up to the door itself.
You looked at them dubiously, like,
They're bugs.
they are not.
They're
not
candy.
It
coated.
looks like bugs
see?
from
They
here
are
too.
not bugs.
I was just about to be like, are y'all
Candy-coated.
eating crickets? What's happening?
Alright, I guess I'll try.
They're candy coated.
Yeah, coffee beans.
Ah,
They're not even
beans.
coffee beans.
Oh.
They are shaped like coffee beans.
Very good though.
See? Uh-huh.
I don't think they're doing anything illegal. I don't
Look,
know.
Jericho would not look so
On
straight.
this part of the
No,
table,
they're-
I don't know.
we got these really cool
It's been
candies
30
in
minutes
this
to
week.
start acting
Ah!
more than normal.
Now,
They're called Rendezvous Natural Roasted Coffee Flavored Candy Bonbons. All right, Jim. I'm gonna bring them to you.
She's like,
Candy
feels
break.
really rude.
Coffee.
Just saying.
They
she's
were
like,
like,
I really like.
Because I know how much you love coffee.
flavored.
do them.
Anyway, so as you begin to walk forward, I will tell you the next thing you see, and then you can decide what you want to do. As you begin to walk forward, right before you actually step back onto a walkway, there is a marble fountain that is actually rising from a plinth on the back of the stream. So there's actually a little stream here. The stream itself seems to be overflowing with some time for, excuse me, not the stream, the fountain itself looks like it should be overflowing, but the water is time frozen. Meaning that you see it, but it's still there. It's spilling from the mouths of some sculpted animals on the fountain. The frozen spray surrounding the fountain actually creates a really beautiful rainbow effect around it. But everything's frozen in place.
Ooh, pretty.
As cool as this is.
How solid does it look?
No, see, that was what I was just thinking.
Looks like water.
I'm
You
kind
said
of,
it's pouring out though, right?
but it's frozen.
It's frozen.
Mm-hmm.
You want to touch it?
I'm gonna
Touch it.
slide down it.
So yes, the answer is yes.
Okay. So, is that what you'd like to try to do?
Here, I thought she was
Okay.
gonna break it.
But if
So-
you fall through it, that would be funny.
I can fly, like.
Yeah, but you'd have to, first start falling.
I'll fly up to the top and I'm just gonna see if
Okay.
I can slide down.
So-
It's fun.
You're gonna go ahead and attempt to slide down one of the
Mhm.
sprays out of the fountain. Okay. Make me a intelligence saving throw.
Oh.
Well,
Oh.
here it comes.
You done fucked up.
11?
Nope. Unfortunately, Miss Age, this does look super fun. And it is fun. You slide kind of down it. It kind of dips a little bit, kind of as you sit on it, but you kind of still slide down it. So not a big deal. When you get to the bottom, you are excited and you fly up and you begin talking to your fellows. They notice distinctly, though, that you don't sound like you normally sound because for the next 24 hours, your intelligence score will have dropped to 3.
Oh.
And
Damn.
What are you talking about?
you
Sound just like Sage.
It was
And-
very low.
and you have, so the trait that you will have moving forward for the next 24 hours, you have the disposition of a wild animal. You are welcome to choose what animal you would like, but I'd like you to go ahead and choose that so we know what to expect. Also, so we can tell you how much you're not acting like it, because that's going to make me really happy. Not going to lie. These are the moments.
Go for something real big like a giraffe.
Well, my first thought is just because it's sitting on the table.
You know, a bear.
Yeah, no, I mean, but we already have a bear.
You do have a bear, but honestly, let's be honest. If your score, your intelligence drops suddenly, you might be like, bear. That is what I am. Bear.
Yeah, my
See?
first thought was
But
bear.
you could be an okapi.
Or
Always be an
badger.
okapi.
Or a badger.
I have no idea exactly how an okapi
Honey
would
badger
act
would
except
give a
for
fuck.
just grazing.
Dignified.
Okapis?
Yeah.
Very dignified. They're part of the Giraffidae family.
See?
Very
Giraffe.
shy.
There you go. Giraffe.
Very demure, very mindful.
Yeah. Very cutesy.
Wrong
I
campaign.
feel like that does not fit Sage at all.
But you have
So a
great
bear.
intelligence, so like, what do you
Okay.
know?
Yeah,
think
no,
you're-
there's bear there and
think you're a bear now.
Apparently you must be
Rawr.
very proud.
This is gonna be great, guys. She
That's so
thinks she's a
scary.
bear now.
Rawr.
Yes. She doesn't think she's a bear. She just has the disposition of said bear.
So I'm just more grumpy. Okay, cool.
Fabulous.
I am bear.
Roll with this. This makes me happy.
That's a 4.
Yeah.
Everyone's checking their pages now, like, just
Well,
double
they both
check.
are
You
kind
want
of-
Ace to
yeah.
know.
I'll just be Pooh Bear.
There you go.
If it's a curse.
Be a sad Pooh Bear.
Be separate.
I don't think I got
No
anything
such
else.
thing.
Sad grumpy Pooh Bear.
Okay, so don't touch the water.
You know, if anybody had asked Jericho that, he would have already told
Means,
you. Please
yes,
don't
quite a few of
mess
your
with
numbers
the
will take a
magical
dip,
objects in the frozen maze.
Yeah, our previous strategy of not touching things has worked off so far. Maybe we should stick to that.
You know.
Headbats.
Yep. Yep. All right.
Try my best not to crush her head.
I can't.
Alright.
All right. So, as you begin to walk past this, at this point, I assume that you'll just kind of try to lead Sage with you. Come with us.
I figured she'll follow.
Yep.
Honey's this way.
Yep. There you
This way
go.
to honey.
Kind
I
of this way.
flew off to go slide. No, I probably.
That was when your intelligence was slightly higher.
Yeah.
Now you're more like a pack animal, you know? Like you're gonna stick with your pack.
Bears aren't. That's not how bears work.
They're like, hey.
They
Bears are
grab on
family
birds?
animals, but they don't know.
No.
No? No
No.
herds of bears?
No.
No.
Okay.
No herds
What?
of bears.
No.
That's probably for the best. That'd be
Yeah,
terrifying.
that is for the best.
Can you
Dear
imagine?
Lord.
You know,
Bears-
15,
bears-
20
will
bears
stay with
just
her
running.
cubs, but that's
Yeah, like,
only for
that's-
a little bit.
Very solitary creatures,
Mm-hmm.
by and large, which is great for all of us.
Yeah.
Still want to meet a black bear. Still want to pet one.
No,
These are
you
my
shouldn't
ultimate
do that.
goals
You
here.
shouldn't do
Don't- doesn't
Don't do that.
I hear the words from your face.
Yeah.
I see you, and logically, do not pet a black bear.
I mean, you know,
What?
That will be how I die.
it's not putting them life in
Not
shape.
yeah.
Yep, yep,
Put that on
exactly.
your headstone.
That's how I feel
Looks
about
like
every
right.
single
Right.
baby
Bear.
cat in existence.
Legit. Anywho, so all right. So as you begin to walk forward, you start walking over this little stone bridge. It goes right over this stream that seems to be the stream that was feeding the fountain. So now at least you kind of have an idea about that. The stream is not flowing like everything else. It's frozen in place, so it's not flowing. There's no noises that you would normally expect from water. There's no, bubbling sounds or anything like that. Everything is really quiet, other than that you can still kind of hear some of the music, but you get the feeling that if it weren't so quiet, there'd be no way for you to hear the music. It's just everything else is so
All right, everyone. Nobody touch
still.
the water.
Noted.
So as you begin to walk forward, you walk into kind of a little bit of like an entryway, and looking around, and this is where you will begin to be able to look at your map and see where you're at.
Ah.
And
we made it to the map.
Are we
Yep.
at the stag?
you are at, yes, that first stag.
Okay.
That one. Yeah. That's
And,
three stacks.
yeah,
Four
there's,
stacks.
but yes, that first stag right there with the 12. P12 is next to it. So, there is, directly in front of you, there is huge doors, and there is a stag depicted above the doors in a large mantelpiece, and then to either side, there appear to be staircases.
So what would
What would you like to do?
Should we just knock on this thing or what?
Let's see if it opens.
There you go.
Nope.
Bear fairy. The door.
Our Barry just knocked on the door there.
Barry.
No response.
No response.
Response from the berry.
Okay. Give it a tug or a push.
Yep, push, pull, slide.
Yep. Slide.
No.
Up, down, left,
Nope.
sideways, diagonal.
Up, down,
Yep.
left, right. A, B, slide days.
Bodger even
Yeah,
walks
yeah.
up as he assumes he would be the strongest of your party at this point, and goes and shoves really hard and goes, yep, nope, that's not moving.
Interesting. Why would these doors be stuck like this?
Well, there are stairs to either side as well. Like you
I
can see.
understand that. But let's
That's
think
true.
philosophically for a second.
Sure.
Why
Let's do
would
that.
they keep doors stuck in this manner?
They just seem to be locked. I mean,
Mhm.
people lock doors.
But why would they be locked?
I mean, I don't know.
Good. Just
Um,
keep that mindset. Start looking at things like,
The
is
farmer-
this odd?
I
The
just
farmer
start
does
walking to
pipe
the
up
left.
a little bit. Okay.
Stairs.
The farmer pipes up a little bit though, as the rest of you are still standing there. He
Was
goes,
there a
well, I mean,
bear?
I've heard one of the reasons that we don't want to go in here without the correct escort is she does keep a lot of things locked. That's just the way this palace operates.
Are there a lot of traps in this palace? Besides that water that turned my friend into a berry.
Does our magical, wonderful, benevolent leader
Yes.
who puts
Trap her own home.
locked doors on her own home
Good way to keep out invaders. I got traps at my house.
probably set
You have the
traps?
right to
You
defend
know,
yourself.
honestly, I'm a farmer, but I don't think she might. I don't know.
All right.
But doors are locked, so
Hey,
I don't know.
Our Pooh Bear just wandered
So
off.
she did. She
Yeah.
wandered. You said you wandered to the left.
Go out
Yeah,
there.
towards the left staircase.
Okay. So as you're
I
staring
have a
at it,
45 speed.
okay.
Whoop.
So,
So,
have fun
yep.
catching up with me.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
we'll just follow, and
Yeah,
whatever
just
eats
gonna
you,
follow.
we'll be like, aha.
Ah, that was the thing that
Yep.
was there. Yes.
I let the dice decide which way I went to.
So honestly, Sage, you fly over to it and you see that it is this 30-foot staircase, and you kind of look and you can see that the walls of the circular chamber itself are decorated with sculpted reliefs that depict humans and demons partaking in what appear to be maybe something you're not sure what they are. Rather grotesque revels. The rest of
That's
them
called the
get here.
beast with two backs. Ooh,
Um,
that one I haven't seen in a while. That's called the beast with four backs.
There
Somebody's got to
is
be upside down for that one.
the spiral staircase has a golden handrail, and
Ooh,
it's
that's the wheelbarrow.
directly in the
I've
middle
done that one.
of the room. So there is the staircase, goes 30 feet up, and there's all of this stuff carved into the walls, but that's it. If you would like, you can ascend
I'll
stairs.
just start going up.
Choose. Go upstairs.
Just
That's fine.
If they started arguing, I just
Really
looked
arguing,
around,
it's just
or
disgusting.
talking. I looked around and just
Okay.
wandered off to
That's fair.
the staircase.
We're right behind her. I mean, we're 15 feet behind her, but we're behind her.
Okay, you're 15 feet behind her.
We're trolling behind.
Sage, you are going to fly up, and you are going to come to a stone, some double doors.
Mhm.
And at that point, that is up to you whether you are going to, or you're going to attempt to push them open, not push them open. What are we doing?
Same thing as the bottom one.
All right, cool.
Start banging on them and seeing if they'll, or pulling on the handle. They just
What happens? What works?
Yeah, fighting on the door.
Okay,
see
cool.
What works?
Fair enough.
If I need
Fair
to
enough.
roll anything, let me know. I'll roll.
Okay. Let's see here. The doors are not locked. You can push them right open. And when they get pushed open, they open into a rectangular courtyard that is open to a twilight sky. There's no visible floor. Instead, there's a vortex of dark clouds churning below. So you're walking out onto like a balcony, and this is what you're seeing as you walk out onto that balcony. You see a marble tower rising from the maelstrom, and it is encircled by 7 turrets. There are 4 stone cases.
Stone staircases.
Those
Gotcha.
things, yes. Extending from the outer areas of the palace to the tower, and each one part of a buttress that spans the void and seems to stabilize the tower itself.
What do we think? Is that where we need to be?
Looks
And there's
ominous.
stairs in front of me. Going to the tower.
So you are going to walk out onto this. That is going to... No, there are... So you would have to go into the actual courtyard. Right?
Yeah,
That this
go.
is open to. You're standing on a balcony. It opens to the courtyard. Yes, you absolutely can. Before you do that, I will tell you, you can see that part of the tower wall has exploded from one of these. You can even see the stony fragments of the tower as it's been exploded still hanging in the air. Stopped. So you can tell someone obviously did some kind of spell to explode something and everything had just paused.
That's that part right there.
So you are...
That's the upper level.
So where you're at is going... You are going to be in the upper area at this point.
Okay.
You went up a stone staircase, so you are in the upper area at that point. And you're actually on the...
Okay, so I came left tower.
let's see where
Came up the left tower. This is the stone staircase that you're up. Comes up into here.
Okay.
So where you're actually stepping out into is gonna... Why is my other map right here where it's supposed to be? Its area is labeled P13. Where you're at. It should be on the upper half.
And what's this is the last thing.
Stupid upper half of the map.
But that's also stormy clouds. It may not be safe to fly through there. I may be a bear, but I still have some instincts.
Anyway, I mean, yes, you would still have instincts. Even as a bear, you have actual instincts like, that seems like danger. Maybe no.
Really good instincts.
We gotta go this.
Yes, so you would still have some instincts. Bear instincts they may be, but surely instincts.
Nothing to cure her with.
You know, doors right.
So,
Yeah, that's where I was thinking. That looks like a broad road.
okay. Are you good? Or did you find where you're at, or do you...
We found where
Yeah.
we're at.
Okay.
We're trying to figure out which would be the best way to go.
Okay.
Or
Well-
which way she would decide to go.
Okay, so...
I guess it would be the...
Okay, so how about this? Let me finish describing what, the moment you start to fly off of the edge of the stone staircase, because you're like, oh, there's things. Let's see about the things. Here's what you're going to see, and then you can tell me what you think you might do from there.
Okay.
You can actually see that on one of these towers, part of the tower wall itself has been exploded outward.
Right.
The stony fragments from the actual explosion are still hanging in the air as though the time around them has stopped. Among the debris, suspended above the stormy vortex that makes up the bottom of this area, is an armored knight with a sword in one hand and a shield in his other arm. He looks like he was thrown backwards through the exploding wall before being frozen in place.
Interesting.
And again, so what you're looking at is you are looking at just a black vortex. As instead of any ground, it's a black vortex into nothingness, as far as you can see. So,
How far away is he from the blasted part?
he is...
5 feet, 10 feet, 20 feet?
Hold on 1 second, and I can tell you.
Okay.
Doesn't give me an exact amount of space. So I'm going to say that he probably would have been about. It seems like it was a substantial blast, so he's probably 10 feet maybe out from the tower itself.
Okay. Hey, that feller looks like he might need some help.
Yeah, he looks a little frozen there.
Okay, so really quick, Sage, does that mean that you would have paused?
Probably. I probably would have halted and started kind of looking around to figure out where to go. I wouldn't have just,
That's fine. I just want to make sure that we know where everyone is. That's it. You're good.
Yeah, paused, probably giving them a little bit of time
Absolutely.
to catch up with me. Not intentional, just would have happened.
Wow, this is a lot. Absolutely.
Yeah. Lots of stuff going on now.
There is a lot of stuff going. Okay, so yes, I'm sorry. Continue your conversation, guys. I just want to make sure I don't need to track Sage doing something while you're.
TM, let me ask you a question. This
Absolutely.
is a technical question.
Sure.
What kind of check would I need to roll to figure out what's wrong with Sage? Like she's not acting herself.
I would say you probably could try to do. You maybe could use like a medicine check.
Okay.
To see if you could at least get an idea of like what might be different about her. You could try that. You could try Arcana. Either of those.
I'm gonna go for
I
medicine.
would say. If they are high enough to beat the DC that she would have needed to save against the effect, then I will give you the information.
You rolled it.
12.
Nope. You know that Sage is not acting herself, and you are upset about that, but she's just not acting herself. Something's off.
All right. So I'm kind of. I don't know if she has been affected by something that a lesser restoration could fix or a dispel magic could fix. I have both available to me.
Okay.
And I don't know what's wrong with her. I just know Sage is not acting right.
Okay.
Sage never takes the lead like this and wanders off unless there is something like fun looking, for her to chase after. But for her to just literally just wander and go like this is very strange to me.
Okay.
So my keen mind is kicking in, and I'm feeling like I gotta try to see, since medicine wise, I'm looking at her and I'm like, well, she's not poisoned or diseased, so I don't know what it could be. All I know is she did touch that water and she started acting strangely afterwards, and I warned everybody, don't touch things like that.
So detect magic, or what is the other one you have?
No, I have lesser restoration and dispel magic.
Dispel magic. I'm sorry. Okay.
So I want to try the lower level one first.
Okay.
And I'm going to try the lesser restoration.
Okay, let's have a look here.
To see if that can fix this. And if it doesn't, then I'll try the dispel magic, because we need everybody in there full functioning.
Yeah, it will end condition affecting or disease. Blind, deaf, and paralyzed, poisoned. Let me see if the dispel magic would do it.
Is it feeble minds?
So I can choose any creature, object, or magical effect within range. Any spell of 3rd level or lower on the target ends. For each spell of 4th level or higher on the target, I make an ability check using my spellcasting ability. DC equals 10 plus the spell's level.
Right. It does not have a spell level listed for me.
Okay.
But I will say, what is it? DC 10 plus the spell's level.
Yeah.
And that's what, 4th or higher. So we're just gonna call it a 4th level spell.
Okay. So
'Cause-
DC's 14.
Yep. DC of 14.
Okay. So I tried the lesser restoration,
Right, and didn't do it.
and there was no change.
Right.
Okay. So now we're gonna try to do the dispel magic. I've got a +8, so I need a 6 or higher. Is that right?
And as I see him whipping up the spell, I'm gonna quickly cast a bardic inspiration for him.
Awesome.
Thank you.
You can
I
do
may
it.
use it. I'm gonna roll a die first before I make my decision.
Well, you got it.
Cocked. Try again. I'm gonna use it. What's a D? Is it
It's a
D8,
D8.
D10? D8?
Still a D8.
There we go. Okay, so that's 18.
Okay.
Thank goodness for the bardic inspiration.
All right.
Like, oh, he's whipping up a spell.
You can do it, Jericho. You can do it. Bring Sage back to the light. We'll need your 2 point.
All right, so we knocked
So-
some smarts back into
Yes.
her.
So with that, and you concentrate a little bit, and you think, yep, this was an actual curse.
Ooh.
Ooh.
But as you mess with it a little bit, you get it to unravel, and Sage, you're fine again.
Hey, welcome back. Do you speak now?
You're no longer Mary.
Just like
you
I
were
could
acting a
speak
little
with
primal there, so
Yeah. Any wonder
Okay,
at all.
that's fun. Okay,
well,
so
okay.
how would our party, now that you have been reunited, feels fantastic, I
Feels
assume.
so good.
Yep.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
trying. I was
Alright.
bit my
What are we
tongue.
doing?
Well, we got this fella that's frozen in time above a vortex. I feel like he might have some information for us.
Was there any like?
Okay.
Do I notice like any markings on his armor or color? Specifically that of a
Absolutely.
blue nature?
Roll me a perception
yeah.
check.
That's the worst one. I
Bard, you oughta know this one.
I think the player knows.
Doesn't
No, I do have advantage.
I was gonna say, don't you have
Yep, got them advantages.
from his
Still
hawk
have
is
that
out,
blessing
so
shield, or the D4 thing too.
Pretty sure I got this guy's helmet.
you think so?
14, straight up on the die.
Okay.
17.
So with the 17, I'm definitely going to give you some information about him, and you're staring at it, and you're like,
Warduke,
oh.
Strongheart, or Grim.
That's what I'm thinking. Thinking Strongheart.
So you look at him, and you're like, you know what? Yeah. That's that is Strongheart from
Yes.
what you remember.
Valor's
So
Call.
you remember like, yep,
Valor's
that's the
Call.
guy. You saw the Valor's Call logo
Yep.
before, like you've seen it on
Hey, Torrance, he a good guy?
the guy. So yeah,
Is he a good guy?
Yes. He is the good guy. He is the goodest of the guys.
The
He is the
Goodest of
goodest of the guys. Well,
he's
I
the
beg your
bestest of boys.
He's the
He is
best
the
boy.
golden retriever of knights.
Yes.
So he appears to be
I
in
don't like
some
his
sort of
mustache,
trouble.
but
But you like his
But other than that, he's a good guy.
Okay, he seems to be in some sort of distress. Should we try to rescue him?
If we can, yes.
Okay, you know all about these folks. I don't.
Somehow. It's like
Okay.
some mysterious force controlling me has a lot of information they shouldn't
like-
have.
It's like bardic knowledge
It's
actually
just,
exists.
it really, literally is like bardic knowledge, isn't it? It's kind of cool.
Okay,
We studied
so
them in
he's 10
college.
feet out. He's 10 feet out, right?
Mhm.
10 feet out. Do we have anything? I mean, I got.
He's 10 feet out from that tower.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's all we need because
What?
we just got to pull him in. I think.
You're
First, we gotta get to the.
yeah, I was to say you're not in that tower. You're on a
Oh.
balcony.
Mm-hmm. We're over
That's
here.
not in the tower.
We
Oh.
get in here.
Yeah, I was to say I think that maybe there was some
That's
misunderstanding
what
There might
for
have
some
been. I thought he
reason.
was
Yeah.
like floating out here in the abyss. Like,
Sure, why not? Absolutely, jump,
Like frozen
please.
in the air. No.
I
learned my
would
lesson. I did that once.
Love
already.
to roll that for
It's
you.
not an Are You Sure?
I love that journey for you so much.
No, I felt
He's
once
like,
already.
Wants to do you to do the chaotic thing. She's not gonna do an "Are you sure?" She's gonna go for it.
Yeah.
That's her.
I love this journey for you. I really do.
That's what I was trying to figure out by the map is how to
So he's
get
not
to
10
the
feet away
tower
from us.
through
He's
So
10
that's
feet
the
from the
weird-
tower.
Well,
The
we can
tower.
from the bottom.
Indeed, he is 10 feet from the tower.
And
No,
where are
he's
we in relation
here.
to the
Right,
tower?
no, I totally understand that. But look, there's these
Okay.
little staircases right here
So-
that attach to these staircases right here. All we gotta do is just walk across some staircases.
Should we go back down?
Am I looking at that right?
That's the lower level.
Right, I know. Look at the lower level, right? That's where, we're right, DM, we're right here, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
Well, no, you're not on that side. You're on the other side.
right, we're on, oh wait,
No, we're on the left.
no, we're on the left. That's the left for us. Right there.
Sure.
Okay, so we're
You
there.
have an L and an R written on the other paper.
Okay, so there's this stone staircase right
Let's
here.
just pretend I know my left from my right and move on with our.
We're good.
Yeah.
We're good.
We're fine here. Yeah.
So there's a stone staircase right here.
Uh huh.
All right,
Yep.
that
Yep.
leads to the center area that we can reach from right here. There's nothing blocking it.
That's the lower level. We're on.
I understand that, but
Uh-huh.
if you look on the lower level in the big circle, there is a staircase. And if you look up here, there's a staircase on the upper level. So it looks like all we gotta do is get to the center of the big circle there and then take that staircase up to the top level. Everybody seen that?
Yes.
Okay.
I hear what you're saying.
So that should be it. Should just be straightforward like that. There's
Yes.
nothing blocking us. There's no walls, no doors.
Yep.
No, you should be.
Good guiding, Jericho.
As long, hold on. Because the issue is, hold on, sorry guys. I don't know why it, I don't know where it went in the actual, my book. I don't know what I did with it, and it's gone, and that's not helpful, but I'm staring at the map because I'm trying to double check where you actually are in relation, if that makes sense. Because, yes, I hear you. There we go. Okay. But if you are in, yes, and so you are on a balcony, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
We just gotta go back down to the lower level.
yes, you could go down to the lower level and then attempt to access that from there. Yes.
Right, let's just do that.
And there's not a doorway directly into it from there. But yes, absolutely.
Yeah, because there's no wall or anything. It's just a staircase. At the bottom, on the lower level,
Mm-hmm.
it's an open wall that leads to the staircase, and we just gotta walk that staircase up to the center area.
Was there not a stair? Is there
No.
not a walkway in front of us to get
No,
to
no.
the center?
So, okay. There's, and I apologize, I know the map is kind of hard to read and everything, okay? So, when you come back down the staircase,
Yep.
when you were in the staircase, there's no door leading out of the staircase on the bottom. There's not
Okay,
like
but
there's
there-
any exit from that actual, the way the map set up and looks, it looks like there is, but
There's no door.
there's not actually like a door right there.
It's
So,
got an arrow and everything. I'm just saying, it's right there. That's what we're going off of.
that's fine.
See that little center white piece? That is an arrow pointing towards the center.
On the floor. It says illusory ahead.
Yeah. Yeah. It looks like stairs.
Yeah.
Prints a message that says illusory wall. Try stick.
Right.
Are we on the blue here or are we over here?
I don't know. The whole map is
Yeah.
really hard to
Yeah.
read
No,
and
no.
look at in here.
That's the upper.
Okay.
Here's the lower.
So
We
went up
regardless
the way you are.
right here.
This,
Mhm.
right? These are stairs.
Mhm.
Right? And in the lower side, yes, there's stairs. Yes, you are right. It should have.
Yeah, he's talking about the staircase here
Right.
and then their door here.
There should, right. I don't know. I don't have a good answer for why it looks that way.
So is the staircase,
But-
the walkway to here, right there?
I will say,
Because it looks like we can't get to the center.
this is an
here.
actual hall right here.
Mhm.
Okay, this blue one here and the top, that's an actual, like, not hallway, but like
Yeah, it
balcony,
looks like
whatever
if you
area,
take
right?
this staircase
So-
to here, you take this staircase up to here, and then you can enter this hallway from these.
Okay. So, do you want to go into the hallway? Because this is not a hallway, this is that balcony you're on, okay? This whole blue is the balcony. So the balcony stretches in both directions. It's a really huge balcony. Sage, with her wings, could absolutely fly off of the balcony and onto the steps that do come, you are right, from the bottom. And absolutely, if you wanted to go back down, because you're looking at a copy of, like, an actual copy of the map like this, you can see that's there. I will say you have enough perception to be able to find it when you go back down, because you know it should be there now. It doesn't really show why you wouldn't. It just looks like maybe it blends into the architecture, all of the pictures and stuff. So yes, if you go back down, yes, at that point, yes, you would be able to find this doorway, and yes, you can go from that door, this stone steps, up to this, and these are,
And then into here, and then up that staircase to
Yes.
here?
yes.
Cool, that's what we wanna do.
And
Then
yes.
that's what we'll do.
And that is, and this that you see right here, this
That's
should be
the
the
area we're talking
Yes.
about.
That's that was the easy part,
Yes,
because
that
you
was
described
where
that
like,
perfectly.
Right.
Yeah.
Blasted, there's even
Yeah,
little
right,
bits of
there's
stone
actual-
and
Yeah, it
stuff.
was trying to figure out where the staircases or the walkways to get onto
Alright.
there were. We were like, this doesn't.
Yes,
So we
it's
got
all
it.
To be
right.
fair to everybody involved, my maps are black and white, and some of that stuff shows really clearly on color
The
maps.
color and not on.
Not on
yours.
black and white.
Yeah, that makes total sense.
Yeah.
So
I've
I
already said many
apologize.
times the maps on these
Definitely,
places
I
are
don't
not
know
good.
why-
Unfortunately, the maps on these are more of a Feywild maps. That's what they
Yeah,
are.
that's
Yep.
exactly what they
Yep,
are.
yep,
That's
yep.
what
Fade
they
up.
are.
That's what they are.
So the two of you are good. You know, you understand where we're at.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Cool. Good. Got it.
Yeah,
You got
trying
it.
to figure out what's on the upper and what's on the lower deck
Going.
because they're on
Following.
both. Sometimes it's just.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Following the
it
Jericho
is confusing the way the map lines up, and
So,
again,
yeah, we'll
Somehow
go
we
back
find
down,
our way.
and around.
yeah, I was
We're
gonna say
standing there,
honestly,
broken.
at this point, that's why I handed you
Strongheart.
maps because I was like
Yeah. No,
trying to
you're
figure
good.
out how to tell you where you were.
No,
That
you're,
seemed
you're
really
totally
impossible.
good. The,
Sorry,
the
guys.
maps and the books
Yeah,
need a little work.
sorry guys.
Get
but
on
they
that
did.
D&D. Anyway.
Fix them.
Okay,
Yeah.
so here we
Yeah.
are. We've made
So-
it. We're standing at a broken,
Right.
rubbly area, staring at a
Mhm.
man floating in the middle of a vortex.
Okay, so you wanted to go back down, back up, blah blah, blah over
Mhm.
around.
All that.
Yep. To
All the things.
You did the hokey pokey, turned around.
Yep.
It was great.
It feels like that's what we'd have to do because
It really does, right?
Yeah.
So we get there. We're staring at Strongheart.
Mm-hmm.
All right, sir.
So,
Get your rope.
Got it.
Lasso him.
okay.
Well, if I get a
So-
roll for it, or I just do it. You decide.
Okay, well, hold on one second. So, as you go up there, what you go into this area, as soon as you come in, it is clear that this actually was a study. That this was destroyed, okay? There are splinters of wood everywhere. You actually see the wood is still hovering in the air, as well as loose papers. They're, like in the middle of an explosion, everything just stopped. There are whatever appears to have caused this unfortunate scene punched this hole in the north wall, like you see between two of the staircases. You saw that the stony debris still hanging mid-air outside the tower. There's some inside the tower because things fall. So yes, you see all of that. Now, as far as trying to pull him or grab him or pull him back, Torn, that is what you want to do, right?
That is what the Pine guide suggested.
Okay. So the
Now look at our assembled entourage.
so
And I say, if you are still even remotely unconvinced,
So-
this ought to fix that.
Mm-hmm.
what do you want to try to do? Explain to me. Do you want to try to lasso him and pull him in and see if that works? What do you want to do?
Try that first, yes.
Okay. So go ahead and do me a strength check to see if you can pull him.
Just pure strength.
with the
You know what? I believe Sage is going to help you with that so that you get advantage.
Alright.
Yep, I
And
can
I'm
help
going to
him,
make sure I guide you appropriately.
Guide you appropriately.
I can go grab onto the rope and help him.
Okay.
Oh wow. That's even with it and it really nice.
Really nice. I love it when that's the answer. Really nice.
That's a 12.
Oh my goodness.
It was a 5 on the advantage dice, a 1 with the guidance for 6, and then my
You
plus 6.
have a rope
strength.
around
That's a 12.
something.
There
So
you
I
go.
got a 12.
Yep. It is
Okay.
heavy.
I think I missed him.
There's a rope around something.
Okay, can he pull his rope back in or is it stuck?
How about this? Through a combination of
Man.
help from other people that maybe can fly, we can say he would easily be able to unhook the rope. and pull it back in.
I'm hesitant to let Sage.
So I'm not flying out there.
Yeah.
Oh,
go
so
ahead.
you're not flying out there, so you're not
Yeah.
going to do that.
If everything's stuck in time, my fear is I would fly out there
Acrobatics.
and I would be stuck in time.
Acrobatics?
Or athletics, or
If this doesn't work, we
Whichever
cut the
one you
rope
have.
and we try again.
it shouldn't be that big. I mean, I don't need that high of a check. I just need you to
You
do
pull the
something
rope
to
back,
try to
he's not gonna
untangle
fit.
your rope.
Do I still
And
have
that's-
advantage?
Hooked him wrong.
Oh, we got the wrong.
Do I still have
Do you
advantage?
still have your
I'm doing an
advantage on
athletics check. Do I
You
still
still have your
advantage?
hawk out and everything?
Yeah.
What?
Thought I
Oh
was
yeah, no, my hawk
helping
stays.
tug on the rope. Am I helping
That's
him
just
toss the
perception,
rope?
though. No, you're helping him pull it in.
I'm helping
Okay.
him pull.
That's what the
But
strength-
That's a
It's-
14.
You're fine. Yeah, easily you can unhook.
7 on the die with my plus
You
six.
Great,
you
sir.
easily unhook the rope and reel it back in.
Yeah, roll it low tonight. All right.
Absolutely.
Let's try again.
Sure.
Has anybody else got maybe a better chance at this?
I mean, I got a plus 6 with strength. The dice are just not liking me.
Okay,
He feels like you've personally slighted him. I thought you were best friends. What the-
If at
we
first-
are, but this is, I mean,
If at first you don't succeed, don't skydive.
Wow. Okay.
That's much better. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24,
There we
25,
go.
26.
there we go. That's why you're my best friend.
There we go. I was just rusty. Muscles were sore. How to work out the kinks.
Okay.
I was about to get Zaresh to throw it. I'm just saying.
All right. So
She
you
got
want to
them
try to just see if you can't haul him in.
Yeah.
Is that what you were trying to do?
Yes, that's what we want to do.
Just want to make sure I
26 on
understand.
Yeah, that's what I was helping with.
Nothing.
that. Can't pull
What
him.
you mean,
Yeah,
nothing?
pull him.
I mean, you pull with all your strength and nothing. Stuck.
All right, the rope is still around him, correct?
Sure is.
Hold on to it. Trying to pull.
Hold real tight.
Alright.
All right. I am going to cast Detect Magic.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to sit here and focus on it and figure out, is he being affected by a spell?
You are attempting to focus on Torn specifically,
No.
or the
On
guy?
Strongheart.
Roll me a percentile and tell me if you're taking high or low.
You know what? Let's see. Alright, blue. Let's get different colors here. Alright, so blue is going to be my high die. I got a 75 earlier. I'm bound to roll low. I should go with my instinct, but I'm not going to. So I'm going to call high.
Okay.
Alright, blue's my high. How do you get a cock die on a D10? It's literally like landed on its edge.
Re-roll it.
I know.
All I could see was the 2.
There you go. 19.
19.
Okay.
See, I knew I was done due for low. I should have went with my gut, but that's okay.
Okay. Jericho, simultaneously you attempt to focus in and feel like what kind of magic might this be, and absolutely it's magic, and you also now have a splitting migraine headache.
Yep, I figured as much.
Really hurts.
It hurts. I got a bad headache.
So until you have an opportunity to do something to restore yourself in some way, you are going to take disadvantage on like your perception rolls and.
I got the hawk, so that's fine.
Right. So like your perception rolls or anything to do with like Arcana, that kind of stuff, like anything that would normally be hard with a migraine. How about that?
Yeah, that's
Pretty much everything.
It's
Yeah,
literally
everything.
breathing.
Yeah, literally breathing too. But you know, I'm not gonna make you roll for breathing, so
I
you're
appreciate
good.
that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
You're very kind.
You're welcome.
See if you can stay alive.
Well, yeah, I'm just
Yeah, I was gonna say, let's say some of us had migraines.
I
I'm
know
like,
that this is stating the obvious, but whatever he's under is incredibly magical.
Can we try to dispel it? I could try to dispel it.
I would say give it a shot to see if you can end the magical effect.
Alright, I guess I will attempt.
You may not be able to. It would suck to have to leave him here in this state, but it may have to, and Zablina would probably be the only person who could fix all this.
Or maybe releasing her will fix
I
it.
guess
Yeah.
while holding on to the rope, I will attempt to cast Dispel Magic as well.
Is this the cauldron?
What would be the
This could be
DC for the spell? Because I imagine it's more powerful than a third level spell.
That could be it. She could just be frozen in time.
I don't even think I get a spell attack bonus. It's not a spell.
there's not going to be any way you can dispel
Oh.
something this big. Like
Gotcha.
I will say you do your dispel magic,
Mm-hmm.
and I will let you roll the same percentile that Jericho just rolled.
So I get to choose between higher level?
Yep.
Alright. I'm feeling high. Well, I should have went low. That was a 49.
See?
Yeah, you have a migraine too.
It was on there.
Have fun.
His is on the
Alright.
cusp. Well, with you.
I mean, it was a good plan. It was a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that you can feel, other than absolutely this is entirely too big for you to attempt to take out with dispel magic, what you can feel is absolutely this is really large, and you can kind of feel that maybe it's the same spell that is over the entire castle and grounds and everything. So what I could say that maybe you would feel is maybe like, I mean, you could just tie a rope around him and hope for the best, you know? Maybe he'll just slam into a building and not fall into the swirling vortex or something. Like,
Yeah, just
that
tie
would
him off right
legitimately
here.
be kind of, I would say, be one of the things that would kind of come to you at that point, realizing it's so big, though, there's no just shut it down.
Hey, at least you got the rope on him. Tie it off right here. Let's go find what's causing this time stop, and
something to just
let's
tie it
get
off.
rid of it.
Okay.
I no longer have my rope.
Okay.
I'll put a check mark to be like, yeah, so
Okay.
just don't use it.
Okay.
I'll actually use the rope for once. No one ever uses the rope.
All right.
I know, right?
There you go.
But
You're
if you
supposed to
didn't
use it.
have it, you'd need it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. This looks like a throne room.
Mhm.
This could be something else.
Looks like we'll probably have to go downstairs, I'm assuming, to go,
Upstairs
yeah,
on
go
that corner.
So what?
down the center where we
Right.
are to the secondary platform,
And then go this way.
and then go to the right towards the back. Is
Yeah.
that making sense? Because it has the
Past
corners.
big, yeah.
Right. So you're wanting to go back downstairs? Yes.
Yes, we're gonna go
Okay.
back
You're
downstairs.
gonna go back down the stairs. All right.
Mhm.
So from where you're at,
Mhm.
you're going to try to go into that next room over.
Yeah, so you see where the big green viney thing is? Yeah, we wanna go that way. So that we're going up on the
So
upper
we're
level here.
here, we come down the
Mhm.
stairs here back to this
Mhm.
platform,
Mm-hmm.
and then the thought is
So
to
you're
come
trying to go to those stairs to come down, though.
these ones.
Right.
Yeah.
So you're going out a different one, is what I'm saying.
Yes,
than the
we're
one you
going out
came
a
up.
different
That's
one.
what I'm trying to check.
The
Yep.
opposite
Yep.
of where we came in.
I see this now.
Yep, like we went.
All
straight
right.
across.
So you're wanting to go into the area with the vines?
No, we want,
No,
no,
or-
past that,
Above the vines?
It's right above
the
it.
vines.
Yeah.
It's the hallway.
That hallway area.
Right
Okay.
above it.
So okay.
Because we want to actually get
Okay.
over
So you're going to
here.
Okay. So when you go down the stairs look much the same as they did in the other tower.
Mhm.
Like the stairs down, same things.
Mhm.
Now, when you get to the bottom of these stairs, right,
Mhm.
you are going to see a doorway. It's got a lion's head over it, and then you're going to see an actual hallway out to the side, which is what you're talking about going out to that hallway to the side. Yes. Right. Hold on.
That's the other
Yeah.
side.
So you want to be, right, you want to be on that side. There's still a hallway.
Yes.
Right. So you're going to go into that hallway, and then you're going to go into a doorway that's going to take you where the viney stuff is first.
Yeah, we want to come up here. We're going the opposite way of the vines. We can still see the door, right? Is that what you're saying?
This one. This is where we're trying to get to.
So awesome. So the two options then would be to try to figure out how to get through this door that has a lion's head over it
Got it.
and is locked when you go to get it, right?
That one?
Or that hallway that goes down.
Through the viney thing.
Yep.
Okay,
It's
let's
gonna
go to the
have
lion's
down.
head door.
All right.
We
Oh,
approach the
that
lion's-
door
Yeah.
here. So that's not stairs to go
No,
back up?
Right here. Right there. That's where we're going. We came up here. We're gonna go right here now.
Okay.
So
we're back
standing
on
here.
the upper.
Yeah, we're on the
It's
upper
really
level.
hard.
We're on the upper level again?
Yes.
They're kind of like reading the maps for that really big mall in Tallahassee. The
Yeah.
really big one, and you're just like,
I know that mall.
I don't know where anything is. Also, I don't think their map is probably updated.
Probably not.
No.
All right, so we're
So-
standing in front of the lion's head door.
Sure you are.
Mm-hmm.
We're here.
Yep.
Now,
In the upper deck.
this lion's
up
head,
here.
is it like a picture or is it a sculpture?
You're on the lower.
We're on the.
Because he said he wanted to go back down. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So you're down. But you're still in front of a lion's head door even when you go down.
All right. So, is this a painting, engraving, or a sculpture of a lion?
It is a bas relief of a lion, much like the one of the stag's head that was over the other door at the front.
Okay. I knock on the door.
You sure do. It is a hard door made of stone.
Mr. Lion, are you alive or sentient? Can you speak to us?
Nothing.
Okay, so far so good. Give the door a push or a pull or whatever I got to do to try to open it.
Nope.
No, I do, but I just.
Oh no, you certainly can. Just nothing.
Nothing.
Alright.
Mm-mm-mm.
Okay, well, that was my idea. What you guys got?
Is there a way we can check at the lion, see if there's like magic
He's
or
a lion, he can roar at
investigate it or?
Yeah, this does seem
That'd be
sort of
so
like
hilarious
a
if that
kind of
was the
thing.
answer.
Yeah.
Like
Parthenos,
you have
what
to
do
make
we do
animal
here?
noises to open each of the locks.
It's gonna be legendary.
As
That's
I
how-
said, he can
So-
roar.
It is the Feywild, so I mean that.
That's how I change it to Reddit.
Okay. So
Is there any way
To
I
try
can get, is there anything I can do to try and get a hint by investigating this door? Like
roll your
investigation?
disadvantage.
Yeah, I know, because I got a headache.
Mm-hmm.
I guess investigation.
Does anybody else got investigation that might be able to roll?
Or even a perception, or
I mean, I can throw perception. I got
you're just gonna have
disadvantage, but I also have advantage.
right. So you just flap.
Yeah.
That's a 9.
Oh my goodness.
That
sir.
is indeed a
You
lion,
need some dice.
and it
Well,
looks.
If I had
To
advantage,
you.
it would have been a 19.
Gee, it looks so much to you when you're staring at it. You're like, that looks majestic,
Yeah,
just like my
perception.
friend here.
Hey, Parthenos.
That is definitely a lion.
They made a sigil of you.
13.
If that doesn't get it, how about an 18?
I was looking at this
Okay,
door.
so here's what I will give you with an 18, Jericho.
There we go.
What I will give you with an 18 is that you kind of have a moment and you're like, wait. I remember something before between your keen mind, your perception, all this, and even with the headache, you're having that moment, and so maybe it's a little foggier than normal, but you're like, there was this puzzle thing I saw one time. And you could only unlock certain doors for certain things at certain times. You have to find the thing to unlock the doors.
Okay, so
That's exactly how it sounds in your head. You have the
This-
thing to unlock the
this
doors.
base relief is missing something that it needs to unlock.
Maybe. Or something. Something, somewhere, there's something you have to do to unlock doors.
You need a key of some sort. Okay. Alright, let's give this lion's head a closer look. Now we need to see, is there a place where something might fit that appears to be missing?
No. But what I will give you is you've kind of been up and down a lot and back and forth a little bit. And you've kind of been through, I'm going to say that maybe you were looking just not really closely as you kind of rushed through some areas. And what you might have noticed is that it seemed like maybe there's a reoccurring theme of there being either the stag's head or lion's head over, like in a base relief over a bunch of different doors. No, you didn't try them all. You don't know if they're all locked. But you almost feel like maybe there's maybe like a larger, like one key to open a lot of doors. Maybe it's not like
One key to roll them all.
yeah, maybe it's not like a trying to bring the key to the door. Maybe it's more like there's a mechanism somewhere and that could unlock
Well, that's more than we have.
Something.
all the doors that maybe have like a lion on them.
So, search for a mechanism.
Okay, so let's start looking, checking doors to see which one's open. And try to find.
Would
Yeah.
23 give anything better?
Okay, so with the 23 Parthenos, what I'm gonna say is absolutely, as a matter of fact, you're kind of staring at it, and once he says the thing about the puzzle, you're like, got you, yeah, there probably is some kind of a key that we need. There's probably, and maybe you even start thinking about it and you're like, wait, where do people normally hide their keys? Like if you're gonna hide a key to get into somewhere and you need to get into the house, where would you maybe hide the key in the first place?
Under a pot outside?
Maybe. Yeah,
Under a plant.
maybe
In the
that place.
garden, we decided not to explore.
Yeah, maybe
Because
something like
the
that.
Pooh Bear wandered off the stairs.
To be fair, no, y'all decided not to explore the garden long before you turned into Pooh Bear. So,
Really cool thing I could do.
Okay.
with that Parthenos, yes, you might be like, wait, people normally do hide, like, they put locks like this, they have a key of some sort somewhere.
Well, back to garden.
Even if nothing else, it's so if their sister shows up in the middle of the night, she can crash while she waits for them to get home or whatever, I don't know.
Okay, so what are we gonna do?
Or if you're me,
Let's
you
run back to the
accidentally
garden.
lock your keys in
he's
the
got
house
some.
more than one
Pretend
time.
that wasn't
Something
in
I
our
could do
lives.
to make this so much easier.
What would
What's
you like
that?
to do?
I'm using locate object,
Okay.
Oh.
What are you
man,
looking for?
freaking
the
Fantastic.
key with a lion's head on it. Or whatever is symbolizing that would be a lion's relief.
That DM smile worries me.
So, how many uses of said spell do you have?
2.
Got a few if we need them.
I will say, when you attempt to think key, obviously, tons of things light up immediately, like lots of keys. Yep. And then you start trying to narrow it down, like, okay, lion's head key. Nothing.
Okay. It's not gonna be a key that we pick up and carry. It's a mechanism.
Pooh Bear's just gonna start wandering back out.
Well, Pooh Bear is not. Pooh Bear has all their intelligence back.
She's like,
reverting back to Pooh Bear.
she's like, you know what? I'm just gonna
staring at
go
the doors.
outside.
I mean, I'm
Outdoor
gonna
things.
Wander back outdoors.
But no, there is no specific lion's head key. It's not obviously an actual key that you're looking for, is what you can gather.
Because if he
It's a
said that out
mechanism.
loud, I'm just
Yes.
like, so
I'm going to assume you'll kind of have been kind of brainstorming this all out loud.
Well, yeah.
You know, kind of, okay, well, maybe they hid the key somewhere. Oh, well, where would we hide keys if we were going to hide a key, or hope that, you know,
So there's a key in the garden,
There's a mechanism in the garden.
a
something.
mechanism in the garden.
Something.
Mm.
I turn to our entourage. I know that this is a long shot.
Probably thinks we're idiots at this point.
Do any of you know
One of
of
them
a
still thinks he's pretty
mechanism within the garden that has a lion or a stag motif to it?
No, we were told to stay in the pavilion, and that's what we did until just now.
Okay.
But have you seen anything have you ever been in the castle before?
Alright, you can fly. You can fly over the whole garden.
First time petitioner,
We
hopefully
just have to go
first
out.
time getting what I
We'll
need.
Start wandering outside.
Gotcha.
Okay. So
I
Sage
wanna
can
go
just
look.
fly over the whole garden.
Certainly.
But we have to go back outside the building.
So we'll just go back to the
Okay.
outside and let her
Right.
go find it. And once she
Okay.
finds it, then
Yep.
we can go from there.
Alright, get
Fly
my
up,
steps
see
in
if I
today.
see any lion or stag statues.
Okay.
Symbols.
Somewhere symbols.
I mean, okay, so you're gonna go back outside and you're gonna start looking around the garden area. Okay.
I'm moving my hawk with her, so she gets advantage on perception.
Okay, so your hawk's gonna move with her the whole time?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Where is it gonna be? So you're not going to see Sage. And no matter how high you roll, there's not a lion or a stag to be seen in the garden. You see lots of things. You see that there is the closest to anything like that. Really, you're gonna see is that you fly over some beautiful roses. You fly over just all kind of the closest to anything like that you see is that there appears to be like a statue that maybe is a statue, maybe isn't. Who knows around here of a satyr. But that's literally the closest thing in the garden you're going to find to any of that.
Okay, so no like bushes in the shapes of
Nope, nothing like that.
Just like you know how sometimes they like garden statues, it's like
right,
just like
like
the
topiaries
head
or something
whatever.
like that.
Yeah.
Yes. No topiaries like that or anything like that. You almost get the feeling that if you wanted more info about this, you either could, like I said, either A, like the only thing that looks like the satyr statue kind of doesn't quite look the same. It looks like it's definitely like somebody been petrified or something. So it doesn't look quite the same as everyone else. So you feel like that may not be part of the larger curse, right? So that might be somebody you can freeze. You can ask for information. You feel like other than that though, literally this might end up turning into be one of those like times when you're just picking up every flower pot and turning it over or looking for the right thing or touching the water and then touching the trees or
Don't touch the water.
I'm just saying, like that's legitimately where
they
you
don't
would.
touch anything anymore. So
Yeah, that would be what the kind of general vibe you get is.
You broke your toy.
No, I just knocked it over. Trying to get all of them to spin.
I'll fly down and definitely inspect where the satyr is a little bit better.
Okay.
See if there's looks like he's on something, or if there's anything kind of carved around him.
Probably.
Or someone.
On
So
like a pedestal or something that maybe has things carved on it to.
So as you get closer, you realize he is actually in the very middle, in the very heart of a smaller garden within the bigger garden. It's fenced off. It's a rose garden, and you notice that as far as he is concerned, that coiled around him, he appears to be, just satyr stuff, prancing, playing pipes, regular stuff. There is this thorny vine with 5 roses growing out of it, each one of a different color. And these are very beautiful chromatic roses. One white, one black, blue, green, and red. You do notice all of that. As far as you getting down to get closer to him, like I said, you can tell he seems like maybe petrified, like maybe a little bit different than the curse of everything else. Other than that, do you have any kind of detect magic or anything like that you want to try on him? You certainly can. I just need to know what you want to try.
Not unless
So-
fairy fire would help, but I doubt it.
Well, it will make him really sparkly.
Yeah.
Well, there you go, sparkly. Okay. So other than that, that's kind of what you're gonna see. You can, I mean, if you would like, I certainly would say this would be a time that it might be good for you to fly back to your companions. Tell them what you see. Tell them, hey, this definitely appears to be petrified to my very unmagical eyes. But otherwise, yeah. And you folks can tell me what you would like to try at that point, or what you want to.
Oh shoot, I'm so dumb.
You as a dumb bunny, yeah.
I am so
You have a migraine
dumb.
though, so we'll let it go.
Right.
We have a chime of opening, y'all.
Oh yeah.
It's a freaking knock spell.
Well, back to the lion door.
Back to the lion door.
Is that usual ones only though?
I don't remember.
The chime of opening.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
use it as many times as
We're going back to the lion door.
I
We
think
go
it
back to the
has,
lion door.
Why don't we just
You-
go back to the stag door in front
I'll have
of
to
us
double
and use it,
check
see if
it.
it works.
I'll have to double check the chime of opening one more time, but I don't think it has like a.
A limit.
I think it has. I'm sure it has like a certain amount of usage a day or something like that. But is it 10?
After the 10, it cracks and becomes useless.
Yep.
Well, there you go.
Oh, we got how many
So
doors?
10 times, guys.
Alright, well then maybe not just, well, I mean, I guess we could try it on the stag door in front of us before we go all the way back in.
What if there's only one use left on this thing?
It appears to be a brand new
Gotcha.
and
We have the
fantastic
stag door open.
addition.
Chime of opening on it.
You feel like Sir Tolliver would not give you a used item without telling you that.
Freaking goodness. I'm so dumb.
I was waiting. I was like,
Glad you
I'm so
remember.
dumb.
this is a really long
Oh,
way.
I didn't take
I have it
it's
written
not
down.
on
I
my
know. I
sheet,
even
like-
made sure we talked about it at the beginning
Right.
again.
Yeah.
We talked about it.
I have it written down on my character
All
sheet
right.
right in front of me
Had
on
the freaking key with us
equipment.
the
Trying to
entire
open
time.
it
Okay,
every time
hold
I
on, wait.
key.
So let's be very clear about something. A chime of opening is not the key,
Right.
No.
but it is a
I
key.
said
It
we
is
had
a
a
key.
key on
Yes.
us the whole
Yes.
time.
But absolutely.
I'm
Yes.
curious about the Sayer puzzle.
Yeah, right? So many puzzles.
Oh,
All
my
right.
Goodness
So,
gracious, y'all.
absolutely. Who has the actual chime?
I think
Jericho?
I did because I opened
Or
it.
you have it?
Yeah.
Who has it?
I
Corn?
marked it on, yeah, I think
Cool.
I actually have it.
All right. Ring it.
Yep, I use it. I do the thing.
Okay.
Do the war.
So you have 10 uses and you use one.
Yep.
You hit the chime of opening and the doors click and kind of fall open. And you actually see that the walls of this hall are illustrated with painted panels depicting a starry sky. The paintings show what a viewer would see while looking out through a set of windows into a clear moonless night. But kind of looks like you've got doors that open to balconies and stuff like that, but I mean,
Let's go.
mm-hmm.
To the lion door.
Okay. So you're gonna go back out and then
Yeah. We tested
well,
it. It
back
worked.
up and down and over.
Yep,
All of
up,
that
down,
nonsense.
down, left, right. We're getting our steps in.
Yeah.
I was gonna say
Fast
so
forward.
many steps.
We're back.
Open the door, see the mural, and walk out.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
Makes
pretty
nothing
sure
wrong
his
with it.
hour on his charm spell is probably up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's okay. No,
I mean,
like
at
said, it
this
doesn't-
point, to be fair, I feel like they're all like, we're invested now. Like, I don't know what's
Yeah, they
happening.
saw
We're
Yeah,
all
they saw-
They
invested.
saw the
Like,
floating
that should
night.
be-
They saw
Yeah, at this
short
point,
stuff.
they're invested. They're
Yeah.
like, apparently, we're
They-
breaking and entering. Let's do it as a team.
They believe us now.
Like,
Yeah.
sure, why not?
Okay.
So, you would like to go
To the lion door.
ta-da! To the lion door it is.
Lion door. No, we're at
Yes.
But sometimes, y'all, it's the migraine, I'm telling you.
Yep.
You know, I
Man.
felt like I would be helpful and just add that little helpfulness in there for you. Felt like you
Appreciate it.
needed it.
My intelligence has been up and down.
You know, what actually,
Intelligence.
you know what actually got it for me? Is I'm sitting over here going, this is so dumb. Like, there's no hints, there's no obviousness to this. Like, why would you as a ruler make something so incredibly vague?
Yeah. No.
You know, it's like, this doesn't
To
make
be
any sense.
fair,
This
I
has to
feel
make-
like
Generally doesn't want people to get
I
into her
feel
house.
like if you just maybe like didn't just blow off the entire garden, or things like that. Also, so many things are happening. But
But
either
it
way,
was just, I mean, from a writer's point of view, I was like, there's nothing for the players to go on here.
Yeah.
This is so,
yes, this is true.
something is wrong. And
There
then
is
it was
not.
like, because you've got the chime of opening, you idiot. And I'm like, oh, that makes much more sense.
Yep.
Duh.
It's got a gift.
Yes.
We didn't have to work.
That's what it
To
was.
be fair, if you hadn't helped Sir Taliber, that wouldn't be there.
Yeah, but we helped
And
everybody.
we would be running all
And
over.
you didn't
the
help
fucking
everyone,
garden.
but sure.
We helped. We helped.
We helped
them.
a
You
lot.
helped a lot of people. There's
Yeah.
definitely some holes in that story.
And we
But
killed the ones that.
all right,
All
so
right.
ting, and the doors fall open into a grand ballroom. The northern part of the floor itself is littered with the splintered remains of the 3 doors that appear to have been knocked from its hinges,
Well,
leaving
here
openings in through which you can see adjoining doors.
Okay,
Rooms.
that's fine. We just need to go up right there.
Throughout the ballroom, royal courtiers stand motionless, their eyes fixed on a black cauldron atop a dais in the middle of the chamber. Black vapors rise from the cauldron, and a huge dragon-like monster appears to be coiled around it. The dragon's body twitches slightly, and its closed eyelids flutter as it dreams. 2 figures are frozen statue-like off to one side of the cauldron itself. An imperious middle-aged woman with long white hair and white robes, and a younger woman clad in armor and wearing a white cape. The older woman is reaching desperately towards the cauldron, while the armored woman at her side is grasping a fine-looking quarterstaff.
Okay.
Might be our cauldron.
This, you know what? I think this is the cauldron.
Looks like
And there's
it
a
could
dragon.
be a cauldron.
So let's keep our voices down.
Yes. Dragon raid sage. Get ready.
Can I see that unicorn horn?
Good job.
And then I'm going to try and quietly fly over to the cauldron so I can drop the unicorn horn into the cauldron.
I'm going to, or as I see what you're getting ready to do,
Uh-huh.
yeah, I hit you with a pass without trace.
Okay.
So that's going to give you all kinds of nobody can find you, detect you.
Okay. So, and yes, correct, Sage, with him having cast that on you, I still want you to, just to make sure we don't do anything real crazy, still roll me a, Lord, I can't.
Stealth.
Yes, that, thank you. Gosh. I have a headache if y'all can't tell, so that's
With
Yeah.
I'm
advantage?
sorry.
You can-
I wasn't sure if we had it with a hawk or
Pass
not.
without trace.
Or
No,
pass
the
without
hawk
trace.
doesn't give you.
Yeah, the
no.
pass without
Pass without
trace.
trace gives you +10.
Yeah.
There we go.
So
Okay.
you should be
On top of my
So
stuff?
plus of whatever you have, that gives you a
Yeah.
+10 on
I have
top of
that's
that.
a plus 16.
Yes.
You have a +26 or whatever.
If
roll.
you don't roll a 1,
Damn.
we're
No, I have a
fine.
plus 6, so it's a plus 6.
That doesn't
But if
give
you want to
+6.
roll a 1, then that's exciting too.
Does it give me advantage?
No, just a
No,
straight
but it gives
+10.
you +10.
Just
I mean,
+10.
holy
Okay.
crap.
Just don't roll a 1. That's literally all you have to do here.
Roll the
Roll
6.
some.
Okay, you're fine. That's it. I know, I was like, literally all I need is don't roll a 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, with all of that, you're fine.
Okay.
You are fine. Now, that is only going to extend for you as far as getting to the cauldron and dropping the unicorn horn. The moment you drop that horn, it's going to make noise. It is going to wake the creature.
I mean, how big is the cauldron?
Huge. Like, really, really big. Like,
Can I fly in and just set it in the center? Instead of just dropping it, since I have the fastest. So it doesn't make
you would
as much
like to
noise?
fly into the vapors rising from the cauldron?
Nope.
Oh, okay. I was just checking.
I did not remember that part.
Yes.
Nope, I'm-
So, once more, there
Yeah,
are
well,
dark vapors
no,
rising from the cauldron.
I'm sure. Yeah, I gotta.
And this cauldron is large enough that there is a dragon-looking creature coiled around it. It is huge.
Yep.
Could make a whole bunny stew out of Jericho's entire family in it. And that is substantial.
We got the Dragon Slayer Sage with us. She can fight it.
I mean, if you want to muffle the sound, it still puts it in there.
You're right. It will still put it in there. Absolutely.
He's saying roll it up in a bedroll.
Do what?
Roll it up in like a blanket to drop it in so it doesn't make as much noise. I feel like that
It's
doesn't
just
allow
gonna
the
drop.
magic to get from the horn to the rest of it.
Okay.
I don't think so. I don't think it's gonna matter.
Just plop it in.
I mean, honestly, you can already tell that this is the only grade. It is literally used to no noise. So you have already thrown open doors and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's clearly not sleeping very well because everything else is frozen. What else? What other noise?
Mm-hmm.
You've seen nothing else moving.
Okay, I see what she's getting ready to do, and I'm doing like this.
Okay.
Like, tell you guys, very quiet. Tell you, go stand with one of those stone creatures like you're dancing with it.
Got it.
And don't move no matter what.
God.
All right. I'm here for it.
This be like this.
I'm waiting for them to get into place.
Okay.
I am in place.
Tell me what in place sounds like exactly. Okay, so in place for Sage looks right next to one of the women that's standing still by the cauldron. Is that what you said?
No, because I was just
Okay.
talking to them. I
Okay,
just
so
said
what
to
is-
wait.
I'm probably
Okay,
over
what
the
is-
cauldron, just like.
Okay, so you are frozen over cauldron. What
Mhm.
does in place look like for the two
So
of
I'm
you?
going to wear a statue of a lady to pretend like I'm dancing with it. Hand on the back, arm.
It's really awkward,
It
but
is.
go
I'm
for
like
it
8 foot
because
tall, and then imagine the statue's not that.
the statue's also not dancing. One of them is literally like,
So is a ballroom.
yes, but the two statues that are next to the cauldron is an older woman reaching desperately towards the cauldron,
Ah.
and the other woman next to her is grasping a quarterstaff, like in both hands. But absolutely, like,
Yeah, so the
whoever
one that's
you
grabbed-
like to make
yeah.
this,
The
yes.
one that, this would be a torn thing to do, to be honest.
Yeah,
This is like,
go
look
for
like
it.
the one that's to the one that's grasping the quarterstaff. I'm just gonna pretend like I'm dancing with her and holding on to the staff.
Parthenos?
It's not the best fitting, but yeah. It'll totally work.
I can't.
Bring the chaos.
Parthenos? Would you like to tell me what you're doing? I can't.
Alright.
So Torsa's like,
Parthenos is gonna be on the right side of the woman that's grasping towards the cauldron and have his hand like wrapped around her wrist, trying to like stop her from doing it.
Okay.
To make it look like he's trying to stop her.
Okay. Fair enough. All right.
Okay. To the rest of the entourage, I tell them to do the same thing. I hope they're doing it.
Okay.
Now, this door is open.
Yep.
I walk over to very cautiously, quietly as I can.
Mhm.
I'm walking back over to the staircase.
Uh-huh.
Just wait.
Yes, he is.
Just wait.
Just, minimize damage. Continue.
Solo dragon.
I take out my bag of 1,000 ball bearings.
Oh shit.
Really?
Okay.
I
Alright.
open them
Mhm.
and I dump them at the top of the stairs.
Okay.
You know what? I'm not gonna get this unicorn horn in the cauldron if you do this.
Yep.
He's gonna stop me.
No. All you gotta do is just not move because he don't be looking towards the noise.
And then drop it. As
Okay.
So
It's
in
also
in total
a
silence.
dragon that's gonna fly at you.
Yes,
It's
I'm-
not gonna be on the ground.
No, I'm aware of this. You don't understand.
He's got a plan.
I am dropping 1,000 ball bearings down the top of this circular staircase
Yeah, that's loud.
in the middle of the most silent thing ever. There is no way he sleeps through this.
You're right. There isn't.
And I'm just standing there with an empty bag, watching the doorway, or watching for a dragon.
To those of you who are able to see this creature, yes, Jericho does this, and the cacophonous noise that happens is head-rending to those of you with headaches.
Yep,
It's fabulous.
This is just.
It's great. Yeah, you just felt like you were going to go ahead and die today. Yeah, just, This creature that appeared to be maybe a dragon of some sort lifts its head up, and to those of you close enough to see it, you see that it does not have any type of like a normal snout like a dragon, but a flat face. It's very odd and disconcerting. But it raises itself up, and you hear it make a low burbling noise to itself before it begins to flick itself across the room. Now, for those of you who are within 30 feet, which is everyone but Jericho, I would like to have a charisma saving throw, please.
Hey. Alright, get a +2.
Yeah,
Is Sage within 10 feet?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you get a +2 as well.
Yeah, she'll be within 10 feet of you where you're at. Yeah, you're right next to it. Yeah, you're good.
Charisma save.
I got 15.
Nope.
I got a 16.
Nope.
7.
Oof. Those are fun. Who would like to roll for your entourage?
Sure,
Oh, there's
why
4
not?
of you. How about each of you roll for one of the entourage?
Alright, I got Zeresh.
Awesome.
Do they
I'll do
get
the
They
bear.
don't.
Alright.
They really
I'll
don't.
do the bear.
You can use your own bonuses. That's fine, because they really don't. Because they're not really supposed to necessarily be
Do they get
characters
his
that.
+2?
Sure.
That's fine.
I got
13
farmer.
for the
It
bear?
still doesn't matter.
Nope.
No, I got a 2.
No. What the? Why?
Yep.
Farmer got a 5.
So with my bonus, I got a nat 20.
Look at that! One person is
Who
good.
was that
So it's a
for?
28 total.
I don't know.
Jeez.
Did you?
Who else was with
Hold on, wait.
Okay, it was.
You rolled for the bear.
Yep.
You rolled for the orc.
Yep. He rolled for the farmer.
I rolled for the farmer. So
That
I guess
leaves
I
the
rolled for the
headless
headless dwarf.
Yep.
Oh my god!
It's just like,
You know what? The headless dwarf doesn't have ears, so that makes sense. Oh, this hurts. All right. Everybody with failures, roll me a d4. Tell me your number. We'll go from there. Then we'll go ahead and roll initiatives.
1.
2.
4.
We did 3.
Oh my gosh. Okay. All right then. Parthenos.
Oh wait, do we need to roll for them too?
Yep,
Mine
please.
failed. Okay.
Alright.
They got a bear got a 2.
Farmer got a 2.
Same Zeresh. Or Zeresh.
All right.
Yep, 2s. We got a lot of people on 2s.
What the headless dwarf get? A 4? Oh
He
yeah.
made a save. He was gonna roll.
That was a bard filling
Okay.
charisma check.
What happens? DM.
All right. Hold up. We got 1, 1s, 2s. What did?
I had a 4.
Okay.
I had a
Yeah.
1. She had a 4. Everybody else got 2.
Everybody else had 2.
You can still drop the horn in though. Like it's alright.
Yeah.
Like you can still do that.
We'll see.
I hope so.
Nope. Not yet.
Do it now.
Okay. So everybody with a 2, you will basically not get a next turn. You will do nothing.
That's perfect. That's perfect.
The noise this creature made was very disconcerting, and it basically has frozen everyone in place, except for Sage, who is just going to randomly attack whoever is within range, which is
I'm over the cauldron.
yeah. But how much? Like however
The
It can
dragon was
see-
the closest
it can
thing.
see. So a random creature you can see. So technically, and to be fair, for the dragon, it used that and then it used its movement.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not
So-
close enough to you.
Martha knows, probably.
1 and,
So-
1 and 2 are the same?
Yeah, 1 and 2 are the same.
Okay.
So you can roll a d4 if you'd like to choose who you hit.
I don't
You
know
know
who
what?
I'm closest to is
Well,
the thing.
because it's just someone you see. It's not someone with
Oh,
a melee.
okay.
It's literally someone you can
Just
see,
pick
and
me.
that you're going to be like
It could be
them.
I hate you a
Evens
lot.
or
so you can-
odds?
Evens.
Evens?
Yeah.
Alright.
I'll take odds.
But I hit you a lot. You can
There you
totally
go.
get
4.
revenge.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So you hit Torn.
She's coming for Torn.
I
All
can
right.
Take it.
We'll still gotta get you first.
Well,
I guess I can't drop the horn before I fly over there.
Okay.
you don't. Unfortunately, what
I didn't know that was
happens
gonna happen.
is this a kind of effect that literally means you can do no reactions. You can't to the start of like your next turn, and on this current turn that you have at this time, you do only what's on the table. Only what's on my little
I
table.
just punch him.
So, you would, so I will let you figure out how badly you hurt Torn at our next session.
Yay. Alright, Sage hits
Oh.
Torn.
Bopping him with the
Yeah.
unicorn horn because
Yeah.
it's in my hand. Just
Well, I mean,
Improvise bloodshed.
I was gonna
Improvise
say,
weapon.
yeah, unfortunately, you are a monk, so I don't feel like that really hurts you as much as it would normal people, but that's fine.
Yeah.
So, good job. Y'all figured out how to get through doors.
Mhm.
Exciting stuff.
Eventually, yeah.
There is an actual, like,
Eventually.
A D&D
There-
player's worst enemy, doors.
doors, right?
No, their worst enemy is an open door that they just don't.
Yeah.
Oh, God. those.
Doors and
Roll.
scheduling.
And buttons.
So, thank you very much for joining us this evening, guys. We really appreciate you coming and hanging out with us. I think we all had fun tonight. Confused, very
Yes.
confused. I feel like we all are, but absolutely fun. And we will see you next week for Dragonlance.
That's
Yes.
correct.
All right, have a good night, guys. Thank you.
keep those candles burning.
Correct.